The market was noisy as usual, but whenever Egosu walked in, silence followed. The richest man in the village, feared by all, respecter of none. He had turned himself into a tyrant, collecting revenue from market women, vendors, and even lending money with outrageous demand. Among his debtors was Mr. Patrick, a poor farmer. He had borrowed 450,000 naira from Egosu for the last planting season, but the harvest failed. Now, the debt was due. That evening, Egosu stormed into the Patrick household with his boys. His voice thundered. "Bring my money, or everything you own will be mine today." Mr. Patrick knelt and pleaded. His wife too begged. But Egosu only sneered. When his boys lifted their whips to flog the old couple, a voice broke through the tension. It was Nene, their eldest daughter. Tears streaming down her face, she ran forward. "Stop. Please, flog me instead. Don't touch my parents." Nene cried out, stretching her hands. For the first time, Egosu hesitated. He looked at her, then gave a wicked smirk. But instead of flogging her, he backed. "1 week. I'll be back. If I don't see my money. God help this family." He stormed out, leaving fear behind. That night, the Patrick home was filled with silence. Mr. and Mrs. Patrick sat with heavy hearts. They couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. Nene noticed and asked softly, "Mama, Papa, what's wrong? Is it about the money?" "Don't worry. I'll find work tomorrow." Her mother shook her head, tears in her eyes. "Even if you search this whole village, where will you find 450,000 naira in 3 days?" Mrs. Patrick asked her daughter, who obviously had no answers. Nene went to bed restless. Some day later, Egosu met Mr. Patrick at a bar, which happened to be the spot where he and his boys gathered to drink and sometimes calculate their profit for the day. Mr. Patrick had gone there to meet Hugo, his longtime friend, with hopes of borrowing money him to pay his debts, but it was in vain as Hugo offloaded his own baggage of problems on Mr. Patrick. When Egosu saw him there, he ordered for him to come and he ran trembling to their table. Then Egosu asked, "Is my money ready?" Mr. Patrick, still trembling, to explain to Egosu that he's been working hard to get his money but nothing yet. When Egosu realized Mr. Patrick doesn't have his money yet, he devised a plan right there, and so he screamed, "I don't care how about all these talks, old man. If I come to your house again and I do not get my money, I am going to take that daughter of yours as a repayment." The words hit Mr. Patrick like a rock. He hurried back home and related to his wife all that transpired between him and Egosu, including the threat to take Egosu as his wife. The next morning, while fetching water, Nene overheard her parents whispering inside. She paused by the door. "I would rather die than give my daughter to that man," Mr. Patrick said. "If I must work as a slave, I will, but Nene must never marry Egosu," his wife added sadly. At that moment, Nene pushed the door open, trembling. She has been eavesdropping at their conversation. What did you say?" Nene asked, trembling. Her parents froze. Tears filled her eyes as the truth sank in. 3 days later, Egosu returned. This time, his boys searched the house for Nene. Not finding her, he sneered at her parents and roared, "Since you cannot pay, your daughter will be my wife? I didn't come here to bargain. Prepare her before the next market day. Don't try me, old man, you all know I don't have a heart." He stormed out again, leaving doom behind. That night, Nene cried endlessly in her friend Amanda's arms. "After all these years, saving myself, my first man will be a tyrant. Amanda, my life is over," Nene said. Amanda tried to console her, but there were no words. On the day of reckoning, Egosu came for her. Not in wedding attire, but in his usual business clothes. He walked in boldly, like a king coming to claim property. Her parents, heartbroken, insisted on tradition. "You cannot take her without paying something. Even if small, bride price must be given, said Mr. Patrick. Egosu scoffed, threw a wad of cash at them, and dragged Nene away. And just like that, the tyrant had claimed his wife. Will Nene survive a day at Egosu's house? Will she ever be able to repay her debt? Find out in the part 2. Hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss anything. The ending is more than you ever bargained for.